Okay, everyone, we're walking down the street of Allentown, PA here, and I want to do a quick editorial on the local elections here in Allentown. Okay, now, Surrealville City stays neutral. It's not going to tell you who to vote for. It's not going to endorse anyone. Look, here's the facts. Here's what was said. You're you're intelligent. You have to decide if that's the candidate. All right, if that's the one that you believe, and this feels going to do the best job. But I just want to do a little something different here. All right. Well, actually, not different, but one thing I've taken notice. I covered a few of the candidates so far. Unfortunately, when they don't get back to you or they don't let you know what's going on, nothing you can do about it, no matter who you are. But from what I've seen of the candidates, especially the mayor candidates, I'm still trying to figure out city council, that whole mess, who's running. But anyway, especially with the mayor candidates, honestly, these people don't get it about this town. All right, I know technically it's a city, but come to Allentown, you go to an actual city like Philly, New York, Miami, Tampa, Dallas, LA. You come to Allentown, it's a town. Okay, but anyway, um, the mayor candidates really here don't get it. All right, they talk about small, brings, supporting small businesses, this, that, and the other thing. But what they really don't get is that actually one of them does, but especially the Democrats, they don't get it. They don't realize that. All right, well, all this is great. There's a lot that you're missing that is essential to the evolution and growth of this town. And one of the aspects include, hey, guess what? I don't think I've heard anybody really place emphasis on the homeless or doing anything for them. You don't hear things like, okay, well, we want to develop a plan to, uh, you know, right there, right around, especially right around 7th and Hamilton. We want to develop a plan, and maybe even if we have to get one or two Italian restaurants out to say, hey, guess what? We care about people, about the victims and survivors of violence and domestic violence. We want to get a solid, state-of-the-art facility to help them here. Allentown has Turning Point, I know, but I'm talking about the actual city and city government doing this. All right. You don't hear things like helping the homeless. You don't hear things from these candidates. You know, oh wow, I think heroin. Combating heroin addiction is the end thing to do right now. But what about alcohol and stuff? Addiction in general. You don't hear things from these candidates like, you know what? We realize a lot of the population relies on the public transportation, laying a bus to get to work and to get places like shopping, especially the elderly. Uh, People, low income. You know what? We're going to improve that. So, you hear, and what really amazes me is, they mention small businesses, but yet almost every single one of these candidates is ignoring one of the major factors here in Allentown and Lehigh Valley, the growing number of independent media here. Almost all the candidates are kissing ass of the corporate media and basically blowing off the indies. Seriously, this is from experience, no joke. All right, so this is going to be interesting and it's going to be tough, and also, with the candidates, you don't really. Well, we're door knocking. Okay, so how many of your staff and volunteers are you telling, look, hang out in diner for a couple hours, hang out in McDonald's for a couple hours, hang out, just walk around, forget about the door knocking for a couple hours, talk, and talk to people, without how many, or better yet, and this is one of the interview questions that I have. How many of the candidates take the bus? Take the Atlanta bus. I don't think any of them do. So, excuse me, bruised the rib. painful. But anyway, so here in Allentown, I don't know what it takes to get what anybody has to do to get through to them, but just the mayor's race is turning almost unrealistic, and with the amount of candidates involved, which is great. We need the variety, but a lot of eventually you're just getting to hear the same thing over and over. You know, so I just really wanted to point this out, not necessarily for the candidates because I've pretty much given up hope on trying to get through to them, but and this could be applied to any area, no matter where you live. All right, if you're um, no matter where you live, take a look at the candidates on your local level because the local elections are the most important elections that you will participate in. All right, period. You can go to your town council meetings. You don't have to wait to get an appointment a couple weeks with the representative. All right, these are so this right here is the most important elections that you will participate in as a voter, as a resident of your area, and as a citizen of this country. So, like I said, even no matter where you live, take things into account like this. Maybe not, the subjects I listed, but take a look and it's like, okay, what they're hitting on these topics, but are they really getting and understanding the whole, you know, what our area really needs? Do they really understand? Are they really going to try to help things that are important to me or that are important to our community, my family, whatever? Something for you to think about and take a look at while during the local election, in all elections actually, from local level on up. Michael Phoenix, as always, founder and entire staff of Surreal Vale City and a valley and beyond its predecessor. To all the financial sponsors and people who have helped out in other ways, thank you so much. You have no idea what you've done, what you do to keep things going. And to everybody out there who supports the magazine, thank you so much. Without you, there'd be no point. Here in the Valley, in the north, and I think the Northeast in general, it's supposed to be a unusually warm mid-February weekend. Get out there and enjoy it, but no matter where you live, stay safe. Later.